This video is about a fantastic Easter holiday sailing trip to Turkey. We'll see a lot of beautiful ports, bays, towns. Turkey has the advantage that you can sail very early and very late in the year. If you sail in April, as you can see here, even dolphins come into the bay. Hello everybody! Yesterday evening we arrived in Göcek, and for me it's very special because this Lagoon 46 is blue, where I spent 67 days alone at COVID-19 times and could not enter any port. You see here the saloon, and yeah, we will sail 2 weeks with the family, and the boat is ready. Kalkan, which is the head of the Pitta Sail with Friend agency, is prepared everything, and yeah, we will do a bit of shopping here near the marina. It's very convenient, and then we'll start and sail. Yeah, also Sofio, where we sailed last year, is ready for sailing. There's a charter crew, and yeah, it's Easter time, so some boats are chartered, some not, but we have, as you see, beautiful weather at April here. It's a bit cold in the night, but the temperatures are quite convenient now. Here you see the entrance of the Göcek marina. In Göcek there are 7 marinas now. It's incredible how this developed. This marina is very near to the old town of Göcek, and so yesterday evening we were at a nice restaurant, and here are the bathrooms, showers on the other side. The location of the marina is convenient to go to the restaurants and bars and to enjoy in the night, but also to go shopping, as there's a Carrefour very nearby. This is Andreas and Alessandra, which are sailing with us, with some vegetables, fruits, and of course a lot of water. We did already some shopping, and you see here it's very near to the marina. We did not only buy food, but also these wonderful shirts, 12 euro, as they are from the last season, so we could not resist. The evening before we left, I slipped in the bathroom and fell with a head to an edge, and so I got a wound. I had to go to the hospital and it had to be stitched. The doctor was very kind and said if I take care and the wound does not get wet, I can fly to Turkey. And so we did, and now already we are on the way towards the southeast. Wonderful sailing conditions. Our son came 2 days later, so we went to Fethiye. What was very impressive was the contrast between the beautiful sea and the snow on top of the mountains of the famous Taurus mountain chain alongside the way. We anchored in the well-protected bay of Fethiye and had a late lunch, as you can see here, in the wonderful setting with the view to Fethiye. In the distance you can see the fort of Fethiye and the wonderful tombs which are above the town. After the late lunch we took the dinghy and went to the town. This is my wife Alessandra, this is our friend Andreas with our daughter in the back. In Fethiye there are still some Lydian tombs, as you can see here. They are wonderful above the city. On the next morning we had a wonderful experience. Dolphins came into the Fethiye bays to fish here, as you can see. It's very rare because normally this is quite a busy area, but in April it was so quiet that even the dolphins come and gave us this spectacle. It's so quiet here at this time that even the dolphins come into the bay. Took our son, who came with the bus with the dinghy, and then sailed to the famous aquarium. The sun was shining, and as you can see, the crew is enjoying the short trip. We had to motor because the wind was coming against us. Here you see already aquarium, where we took a mooring, and the children were taking the stand-up paddle boards and swimming. The water is about 19 to 20 degrees, so it's cold, but it's possible. Of course, we took then an aperitivo. Me not, because I don't drink anymore, but the crew liked, and we went with the service from the restaurant to the restaurant. Before the dinner, we enjoyed the beautiful evening mood and the sunset. Fresh octopus, and if you consider that the mooring is free, the prices are really reasonable. But that's not everywhere in Turkey, because the inflation was very high. You can see the owner of the restaurant fishing for the next dinner. But not for us, we went towards the southeast. The owner of the restaurant already told us about the geese. They were originally 20, but 10 were taken by the fox. And then they learned that they have to escape to the water. So now they seem to survive and enjoying. Here you see the next stop, Ölüdeniz beach. It's very famous in Turkey and very wonderful. You can anchor opposite the beach and then go with the dinghy towards the beach. Normally you have to pay an entrance. They asked also our crew, but we did not have money with us, so they let us go. It's not only famous for the beach, but also for paragliding from the mountain. Must be a wonderful view from above, but also from the boat. It's quite a spectacle. These are photos from the beach and from the lagoon, which is behind the beach. On the way to Kalkan, you pass the 7 capes, and there are wonderful beaches, but they are only valid for a stop to swim and not for the night. My wife would like to stay in one of the bays near the 7 capes, but the swell was too much for the night, and so we decided at 6 o'clock to go towards Kalkan and went into this well-protected bay. Near Kalkan, beautiful water. We arrived in the night, so we did not see, but we put the anchor quite good in the center of the bay. The holding is very good. From the anchorage you see Kalkan, but from my point of view it's a bit too far to go with a dinghy. Unfortunately, they started last year to build a road and do construction. You see here a small hotel, and there are on the other side some new villas. For sure, in the next years here will be more construction, so come and see before they destroy this wonderful bay. Another well-protected place to anchor near Kalkan is Kalkan West. It does not seem so good at the map, but it's quite protected. This is to set the anchor in 8 to 12 meters and take lines ashore. After a short stop, we sailed to Kekova Road and passed Castel Horizon, which you see here. This Greek island is a bit difficult to enter because you have to check out from Turkey and check in Greece. After visiting the Sunken city and the old fort, we anchored in front of the village Kalkan and enjoyed the view to the old tombs. In the afternoon we took the dinghy, went to the town, did some shopping, which was quite good, and of course visited the famous restaurant Hassan, which you see here. Of course we had Metze, but the highlight was the grouper for 6 person, grilled by Hassan in a wonderful way. You see here, very delicious, and all the time we think it's the best fish we ever eat. On the next morning we take off the anchor early and left to the Bay of Tesane, which is wonderful when there are no tourist boats, as you can see. But after 20 minutes, a lot of boats were coming, so it was time for us to set the sail and sail to Kash. And the wind was quite good, something like 10 to 12 knots, and so we enjoyed a day of sailing. In Kash, we took a mooring east of the town in Belinda Limani and took the dinghy to the port and visited the beautiful old town of Kash. At the end of our visit, we went to the wonderful amphitheater and had a beautiful surprise. There was a concert.
Molto carino da qua,
Our next destination was Kalkan. We anchored in front of the beach and in front of the harbor. We took the dinghy and went to the beach and make a beautiful walk alongside the coast. Andreas wanted to take an ice cream, but as you can see here, it's not so easy.
Up, 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 up. Come on, come on. Relax, relax. Yes,
Lucas had the desire to cut the hairs and the beard, so he went to a Turkish hair cutter, got a massage, and that everything for €15.
Yes, very good. Thank you very much. You're starting when you finish.
We have been to the Seaport restaurant already 4 times, and the food was always good. You have a wonderful view to the port and to the bay where our boat was anchored. Also this time we were not disappointed. The Metze, these are the Turkish starters, were wonderful, as well as the fish. this video I could give you some beautiful impressions of our Easter holiday trip to Turkey. The sea is still beautiful. At Easter time there are only few boats around, so the bays are empty, lots of space to anchor. The swimming is quite good. The sea is a bit chilly, it's like 19 to 20 degrees, but once you're in the water you can swim very well. The ports are empty, but due to the inflation, the costs are quite high, not only in the ports but also in the town. The restaurants are quite good, but you pay nearly the same price like everywhere else in the world. So Turkey is not anymore a cheap place to go, but still very beautiful to sail. So hope to see you soon in Turkey.